When did your parents wish you died instead? My twin brother David died because I wanted ice cream, and my family made sure I never forgot it. Picture this, 2 5-year-olds, one having an epic meltdown over a sundae. That was me, screaming and throwing myself on the kitchen floor while mom stood there with that defeated parent look. David was building his Lego castle, perfectly content, but I wouldn't stop. Fine, we'll get your precious ice cream, mom finally said, grabbing her keys. David didn't want to come. He was happy with his toys, but mom couldn't leave him alone, so she buckled us both into our old Honda. I was bouncing in my car seat, chattering about chocolate versus vanilla, completely oblivious to what was about to happen. We never made it to the ice cream shop. A drunk driver ran the red light and slammed into David's side of the car. The impact flipped us twice. I walked away with scratches. David didn't walk away at all. From that moment, I became the wrong son, the one who lived instead of the one who should have died. My parents never said it out loud, but their eyes told the whole story. Dad started working 16-hour days just to avoid looking at me. Mom would catch herself calling me David's name, then get this horrified expression like she'd cursed in church. Our house transformed into a shrine. David's room stayed frozen in time, toys scattered exactly where he'd left them. His photos covered every surface while mine disappeared one by one. They wanted to pretend I died too. When I turned 8, I found Mom in David's room, clutching his stuffed elephant and sobbing. She looked up at me standing in the doorway and screamed the words that shattered my world. Why couldn't you have just been happy with the snacks we had at home? That's when it clicked. My 5-year-old tantrum had murdered their favorite son. I became a ghost in my own house. Silent homework, wordless dinners, never asking for anything. Maybe if I was invisible enough, they wouldn't notice I was still taking up space in David's world. My teacher, Mrs. Miller, threw me a lifeline. She'd find excuses to keep me after school, slip me books, actually see me as a kid worth saving instead of a walking tragedy. At 12, I discovered a box of home videos in the garage. I watched them in secret, seeing my parents laugh with both of us, their faces lighting up when we walked into rooms. There was this one video of David and me having a tickle fight with Dad, all 3 of us shrieking with laughter. That's when I realized my parents hadn't just lost David, they'd lost the ability to love me without drowning in guilt. The breaking point came at 15. My girlfriend Emma invited me to her birthday party, and for the first time in years, I felt excited about something. When I asked Mom for a ride, she exploded. David will never have a girlfriend. David will never go to parties or graduate or get married. But sure, let's celebrate your happiness. I packed a bag that night and called Mrs. Miller. She picked me up at midnight, no questions asked. Living with the Millers showed me what normal looked like. They celebrated my grades, came to my soccer games, treated me like I mattered. For the first time since I was 5, I felt like I deserved to exist. Last year, MIT accepted me with a full scholarship. My parents found out through Facebook when Mrs. Miller posted about it. Dad called me for the first time in 3 years. Son, we're proud of you. David would be proud too, he said, voice shaking. I listened to him cry, this man who'd spent over a decade blaming a kindergartner for wanting ice cream. Dad, David didn't die because I wanted a sundae. He died because a drunk driver chose to get behind the wheel, and you chose to blame a 5-year-old instead of grieving your son. I hung up and told Mrs. Miller about MIT. She cried happy tears and made my favorite cookies. That night, I realized I'd finally found my real family. People who chose to love me not despite my survival, but because of who I became after it.